Afternoon, guys. Hope you're well. Same process as ever with mics on either side. Just be mindful that it's a busy open section with it being a Sunday embargo. We'll set that for 10:30 on Saturday evening towards the end. So where to start, please? Naz?
Good afternoon, Pep. Next up for you is a trip to an improving Chelsea. I think it's one defeat in their last 5 Premier League games. What have you made of them under Mauricio Pochettino, and what are you expecting from them?
I'm not there, so it's normal. Though this is getting better, every manager needs his time, so new club, new players, but sooner or later, and I guess sooner than later, will be top, be a contender, because the quality in all departments are there.
I want to focus on Rico Lewis. He's become a real key member of your first team squad. How much are you pleased with his progress, and how far can he go?
If he was a little bit taller, will be considered one of the best players in the Premier League. The problem is you have this so small. He's an exceptional player. So. And his contribution since last season arrived and started to settle with us. Every game I played in high standards in all departments, defensively, offensively, understand the game, the movements. We are really pleased for academy players. Can be a regular player. He's already a regular player in many moments. So we are really pleased.
And just finally from me, is your team this season, and this is going to sound a silly question, playing better than the team that won the treble last season?
No, I don't know. The team last season played really good, in the previous season as well, So consistency defined a little bit this type of group or this period together. So I'm not going to undermine and underestimate the previous teams, even the first season, the second season, when we had 100 points. Like in every season, little details change, but the mentality and the consistency have been there.
Hi, Pep. Couple of days, I guess, to assess him. How is John Stones? What's the diagnosis?
He's injured. He's not ready for tomorrow, and we'll see when we come back from the international break.
Is it possible for the Liverpool game, for example?
I don't know.
Who do you look to fill the John Stones role? You said on Tuesday night you are in trouble when he's missing the way he helps knit the team together. Who do you look to fill that role?
Well, the partnership with Rodri, especially last season, and the defined moments of the last season have been one of the key points for us. But unfortunately, this season we could use him not much for his injuries. But now it's time to reflect what we have to do. We can do better to don't be reincident, and when we come back, be consistent in terms of being ready to be used.
How's Manuel Akanji as well?
Yeah, good.
Good for Sunday.
Yeah. We trained today and trained good.
Finally, just one on Cole Palmer. Since he left, he wanted game time. That's one of the reasons he said that he left. He's seemingly making it work. Have you managed to watch much of him at Chelsea? Really pleased. So the reason why was that when a game time, he has it. So congratulations. So he's a guy. He came from the academy. Is having success. It's because it's good for him, and wish him the best.
Yeah, just on Cole, Pep. Do you feel it's a shame that he's no longer here when he's obviously doing quite well at Chelsea?
Yeah, congratulations for Chelsea, for him.
And on another Chelsea player, Raheem Sterling, who you worked with for a number of years, did you feel? Are you surprised that that there's no place for him in the England squad at the moment?
He's playing really good. He's back in his best moments, best performance, what I've seen lately. So always create incredible dangers for the opponents. What he has done here with us for many years, part of the big success we had in the early years together. Raheem was really important.
I understand it's still early, but you said no to the Liverpool game. Have you got in your mind any idea when Stones is coming back? Is it as bad as you first thought? Because you were pretty down about it.
No.
It's not as bad as first thought.
The doctor said to me it's not as bad, but still, I don't know. I don't want to install or create tempo. When he's going to be fit again, and he's going to come back.
Gareth Southgate talked yesterday about those players not getting regular game time. There's just this game and the one camp before the Euros. Calvin Phillips, one of those names that was talked about again. How much of an opportunity does he now maybe have with a number of your side injured?
It's normal, the situation from Gareth, but he have a lot of confidence with Calvin, and we are really pleased with that. I said many times he deserves the best, and it's normal that he wants players for the national team that play regularly. This is normal. But in the other cases, there are many national team managers that when rely on one player, it doesn't matter play a lot or not, you rely on, and this is the key point.
Hi Pep, you said a lot recently the football isn't copy-paste and you can't just get one player to do another. In terms of John's injury and that partnership with Rodri and having the extra man in midfield, do you think it is something that Josko Guardiola could do maybe eventually? It seems like he's got similar characteristics to be able to do that.
Yeah, maybe, but I didn't prove it in the training session and in some drills that we do to see how you move in a position more central. I didn't see it, so maybe in the future, because he's 21 years old, I can do it. In the beginning when we arrived, we could not expect that John could do that. And after did it, the fact that John can do it is because has been 8 years together and many examples of trainings or concepts is there. So at the end, Josko is just 2, 3 months, 4 months with us, so we need even more time.
And I was speaking to Matthias Manner yesterday, I believe. Matthias Manner, the Argentinian, he's the analyst for them. He said to mention his name, you might enjoy it. We were talking about Julian Alvarez's best position, because for Argentina in the last international break, he played with Lautaro Martinez up front. Obviously, he's played a few different positions for you. What do you think is his best position and why?
I can play a striker behind the striker, central position, close to the box, to help you for the first intense high pressing. And after he moved really every time much better in the pockets, but normally it's a 9, but can play like a second striker behind Erling in that case. So in Argentina, like play with Messi, can play maybe more forward, like alongside, same like Lautaro, but he can play in central positions. He's adapting really well.
Yeah.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, there's been quite a big overhaul in Chelsea's squad this year as well as last year. What similarities do you see between your first year here and Pochettino's at Chelsea?
I don't know. First, a long time ago, and I even forgot what happened the first season, and I'm not there. So I could not give you an answer, I don't know.
And you mentioned Guardiola being 21. Obviously, you've got 4, 5, 6 exceptionally good young players that are between 20 and 23. How important has it been for the club over the last couple of years to have gone out and got those or developed? Because it's probably going to set the club up for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, it's a key point. When you have changes, you have the age is important. We can make one sign like Matteo, for example, but the other ones always we try to bring young players to make his career, start his career or his name in the world football here, and it's really important, yeah, because it's a financial issue, but as far as sportive is good. We would love to have always still all legend that we had here that still play, but the time is passed for everyone, especially for the athletes, and bring Mateus and Josko and Jeremy, and yeah, Oscar Bob now is come with us, Rico Lewis, and this type of players is really important. With as much they are here, training session, games, season, at the end we'll control, we'll feel that I can be here, and this is incredible value for us. For the replace teams we have done 2 or 3 times already since we arrived, and still be consistent. It works, talks for itself how good Chiki and Ferran and all the people involved in the transfers and the decision they have to make to bring players here is really good.
Okay, I was just I stick to one just because I've got 4 of you to get through. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Pep. You've qualified for the knockout stages of the Champions League 11 years now, which speaks to great consistency and suggests you're one of the leading, most consistent teams in Europe. But when you look at a club like Chelsea, who were obviously at the top in England for so many years, competing for the title, and obviously haven't been for the last 2-3 years, is that kind of a warning that nothing's taken for, you can't take anything for granted, that there's no guarantees, and you've got to really sort of maintain that consistency to avoid what's happened to Chelsea?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not in, again, any comment about Chelsea, I'm not there. But always we talk and remind ourselves. So last day, for example, we qualify. It's normal. Celebrate it. I said to the players, celebrate it. Because one day maybe we are not there. If we stop to do what we have to do, and maybe the opponents are better than us, we'll not be there. And that's why I'm completely agree with you. For the fact that we have done in the past, we're not doing well, you go down. And the down never ends. You can be more and more and more. So that's why, taking perspective, be calm, relax, make good moments and bad moments for everywhere, every team around the world. Not for the fact we are just named Man City and the last years have been good. That means it's going to happen in the future, in the nearly, you know, not in the in 10 years, tomorrow. If you are aware of that, you are closer that still be consistent, stay there in Europe for the many years.
Pep, I think Kevin said he was due a scan this week on his injury. Is there an update on that, and when you might expect him back?
I don't know. I spoke with him 2 days ago, and he said, I feel really good. But still he's not training with us, not, I think, running much, and I don't know, but I would say it's the last, time to come back to start to train with us. I think, I don't know, I would like to say in 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks, but this kind of injuries, better don't put pressure. When he feels good, and the doctors and physios say, okay, next step is coming. No put pressure. And it's like you said with John, the 2 colleagues of you asked me about that. So recover. So it's not necessary to do the bad decisions or wrong decisions to come back earlier for days or weeks and after back again. So Kevin was a tough injury, was surgery, so step by step.
Hi Pep, in your first season here, Chelsea won the title, Antonio Conte's team. Was kind of like your first challenge after that to sort of to knock Chelsea down a bit, and the fact that they haven't really been a real title challenger to you ever since, is that one of your main achievements here, do you think?
The achievement is what we have done, not because it's Chelsea or another clubs. Chelsea remains one of the more important teams in England, no problem. In that period, won the Champions League with Thomas Tuchel, so against us. So it's true that in the Premier League, we're not close to win the Premier League in these seasons, but it's one of the strongest teams. There's no doubts about that. So I see that in last games, they are alive, they have good spirit, they are aggressive, they have a good pattern, so the quality is there. It's one of the toughest games that we have during the season. But in the same time, we go there with optimistic for we have seen and the way they're training, the mood of the team. We are right now unexpected for 2-3 weeks ago, top of the league right now, and this is what we have to try to maintain, the level, the quality of the game. But sooner or later, Chelsea will be there fighting for the titles, no doubt about that.
You good? Okay, set the embargo for 10:30 on Saturday evening, please.